There you are.
You don't sound very enthused.
Fucking, I wonder why.
I don't know. I thought this weapon it's probably, I don't know if it's about the weapon set, but I thought that this weapon set had a better was gonna do better. And then I played with my friends last night, and we only won like one game.
Yeah, it was about the weapon set, and that's why. Hydra Splatling is basically a waste of a slot.
It's pretty good. It's actually pretty good.
Past experience has shown it to be a waste of a slot.
I like it. Yeah, so big news, big Salmon Run news hit recently.
What's that?
Like last night, actually. A data miner by the name of Lean Yoshi finally posted what goes into scale calculation for Kohozuna, and even posted a calculator if you know, wanted to know in the middle of a fight.
I was gonna say if you wanted to know in like the 3 seconds before it shows you.
I guess it's like, you know, just for curiosity's sake, right? So you kind of get a better understanding of how it works. Was supposed to do this before we started, but you know, very bad about this. But
what, thinking the floor or like talking?
Talking.
Okay.
But the prediction, the rumor, the theory, the going theory that it's basically number of scales and then the rarity, like what rarity you get of those scales is separate.
Yeah.
That was true.
God.
So I remember, I have it near me, but you get 2 scales just for showing up, and then it goes up from there.
All right.
I probably should have done this first. But, so for every 12.5% of HP of the Kozuna I don't have the, I thought I had the Google Doilies this whole time. For every 12.5 you shave off, you get an extra scale. So, when I was like, oh, we should just do damage. You never know if that matters. It actually does. So that's nice. Like,
I once again stumbled at first into the correct strategy.
yeah, that determines the number of scales. And then after that, for every 10 seconds, extra 10 seconds you have left, you get 1 additional scale up to 3. So, you know, would it be 30 seconds left, right?
I suppose, yes.
Any more than that, you're just kind of showing off. You're not really getting anything for it.
Rad.
Don't?
Great, by the way. That's right, this is a map where we have shit.
We have shit on the other maps too.
Workable shit.
So that's the number. That's what goes into the number of scales. So every 12.5 HP. Keep that in mind. If you know, in case you can kind of tell by looking at it. Some freaks probably can.
Probably. Of course I turn out over here. You're like shooting around walls and teleporting a lot on my screen, so that bodes well. If you happen to like die and I don't like seem to be able to hit you or see you, that's probably why.
I have the Hydra Splat ring, so I don't know where that sniper is, but I'm not equipped. Actually, maybe I am.
If you were in range already, you would be.
I'm gonna go up to the noises. I don't know.
Help! I'm hitting all so much.
Oh shit. Did that grenade go in? It looked like it went to space.
Back up. Please stop walking away.
See, the thing about the rarity is that it's a lot of numbers. It's a lot of numbers. I can't just like go, oh yeah, that's how it works, and then rattle it off. I gotta be reading off these damn tweets. This Green Yoshi individual has a Switch Sports avatar though, so that's pretty based. Idiot.
Why is that based? That makes it seem that I would like judge them harshly for this.
I like Switch Sports. Hello?
I would judge you harshly for this.
Still chasing me, right? Wrong.
Stop moving, you fucking freaks.
If only there was like an I'm coming button. I'm coming for you button.
Yeah, no, nothing.
Oh, the other boss is going down there, I guess.
There's another one.
Whoop, I'm dead.
All gone to shit. I hate the Hydra Spotlight so much. I can't use this fucking thing and it can never wind up anything they are approaching an assault. I have to already be attacking and hope stuff walks into me. Assuming you are there in actual space. Why?
Well, we've tried that, yeah, me and Plinko or whatever. Pinko. Okay, so the rarity is dependent on your hazard level, which isn't your like executive VP level. That's like
It's a hidden secret level, yes.
it's actually not really hidden. It's just in the other menu in your lobby.
Which is hidden.
I think we're at I checked before, but I forget. I think we're at like 130% now, and the max is 333. At least if it's the same as Splatoon 2. So, gold scales start with 0, silver scales start with 5. So you're always guaranteed. So, well, you can possibly get silver scales. For each additional hazard level, gold increases by 0.009% and silver by 0.045%.
This game fucking sucks.
So the maximum amount of scales you can get is 13, and the maximum chance for a gold scale for each of those is 3% and 20% for a silver scale. So now we know how it works. Now we know how likely it is to potentially get stuff. Just pretend if you get 10 scales that you're doing a 10 roll in Fate Grand Order. And hope you get a 5-star. I think it's about equivalent, right?
That's nasty. Grits, by the way. Yeah, it's like, how did they die? And then I remembered, alright, I just bought them.
That's me.
Oh. Well, someone who didn't have it died then, in which case I once again ask, how did you fucking die?
I guess they just forgot. Where? Oh, he's down there. We're gonna. Do you have the?
Booyah bomb? I
Yeah.
have Booyah bomb.
Use it on the
Excellent.
golden mudmouth right now because we're gonna need it.
Perish. Thusly achieved.
I love how pained the mudmouths look on their
Poor
second and
ID.
third phases. I need help over here.
Out of ink, sorry. I would love to help, but we have like 2 idiots. You keep leaping in front of my guy. Even when I'm standing at an edge, he runs over and leaps in front of me and just to get down instead of going anywhere else.
Bad idea time. Let's go.
I can only shoot so far. I have the gal.
Hey, I got that extra egg. Let's go.
Hey. I'm not booying either of these cunts.
I do think that's it's nice that the theories were kind of right about the Koizuna scales. Like that's kind of cool. People like kind of figured it out.
Someone's already up. Fine.
I'm just like, Court needs help here. Oof. Whoops, didn't know you were here. Sorry about that.
Keep moving. Make yourself a more difficult target for resurrection.
Yeah, the Slosher does less damage than I thought. That's my main problem. It's not that good at inking. It doesn't do that much damage. Like, you know, for actual gameplay purposes, I'm sure it's fine, but...
Yeah, right faster than Turf War. So it's very, because, you know, basically if you're in anywhere within like a cone in front of it, Christ.
No quota, at least. Yeah, that's not the only thing that this person figured out.
Mm.
They also figured out how the Kohozuna meter works. So
we already knew that.
Nope. I mean, we had guesses that were kind of right. These guesses were also kind of right, where it's like people thought that it was when it was like if everyone in the team had over half, then there was a chance it would happen. And then, you know, if everyone had full, then it was a complete chance, which is like kind of right. I think the funniest part is that internally it's called the stat used to determine the probability of it spawning is your smell, which is based on the manual. I don't think many people know that because many people didn't read the manual. But just in case that guy missed. Oh, Mamma mia.
Absolutely horrible for this mode, you're not kidding. The Slosher.
I love doing no damage.
Not like doing no damage, no inking, having no speed to attack with.
Honestly, we need to thin this shit out, I think. Oh my god, they're all spawning over here now, too.
And they're spawning everywhere. It should not take like 8 individual big meaty slow swings to kill a fucking Quahog. I mean,
I was looking at the ground.
I cannot kill anything with this fucking thing.
Yeah, there are 5 notches on the Kohozuna meter, and it adds everyone's notches up. And each notch is equivalent to 1.5625%. So theoretically, if only one person had a little bit of the meter up, you could encounter the Kohozuna with a 1.5% chance. And then it eventually goes up to 20. So like 10 is 18%, 16 is 60%, etc. So it's also good to have that knowledge, I guess. It's nicer than I thought it'd be. Like, with how grindy they wanted to make this.
I mean, they could just do that by making the percentages for the shit you want so horribly low that it doesn't matter. And they did.
Like, I figured they would make it so that you couldn't encounter it until you and your team have played a certain amount of games, which is why people were saying the over half thing. Ooh, that was close. I don't know where the squeaky Steelers are coming from, so I don't trust like that.
Ah.
Oh my god, the Drizzler, please. Well, the two snipers certainly aren't good.
Nope. But of course, love me. It's fine. It's cool.
I'm not very good at the whole slosher thing.
It's not very good at it either, to be fair.
But with the normal slosher, you can swing your camera to the side to make it do kind of like a slash effect. I don't know
You
how
mean
to
the
describe it.
tri-slosher?
No. The normal one. The tri-slosher can't do it. If you like,
This is the normal slosher.
yes,
Yes.
this can do it. I'm not very good
Okay.
at it. It's
Okay.
instead of like using one slosh, to kill the noiselings. You can use one wide slosh to kill several of them. I forgot this thing goes for longer than I thought.
You can swim up and get that if you want.
I'm not too worried about it.
Someone's already up it. This weapon fucking sucks.
I hear more noiselings, a flying fucker on. I don't know my lefts and rights. Look at that.
That's right, for reference. Right from the basket, I mean.
Wow. Would have been nice to be greedy, but
Oh, well. Okay, that's not as bad.
this works. Do you have the Hydra splatling?
No.
Okay. Where are you going? Where the fuck are you going, you imbecile? Imbecile. Let's move the eggs far away from the basket when we have a perfectly good egg spot right here. Bitch.
Can't shoot that far.
Woo. Alright, Alright, we're gonna have to take a little detour while everyone gets everything fixed. Ah, damn it. Oh, shit. This is it. This is all we need right here. Not now, Max. Why not look at the phone?
Jesus.
I can't believe Nintendo was like, you know, that Wave 3 Final Wave thing was a glitch.
I mean, I can. Bizarrely fastidious in ways that are often unhelpful. Yeah, that sounds like Nintendo to me.
You gotta make the percentage mysterious. Yeah, other than those two things, that person has a Salmon Run database website with all that information, and then like all the enemy stats, like the code for the shift rewards and level configurations. It's weird, but it's nice to have. I just see, you know, if equals true and a bunch of parentheses, and then I just go to a different tab.
Not as hard as it seems.
Alright, capsule inside, array, 16. 0, object, capsule rarity, common, capsule type, money. Is money? True. Value, 5,000. Figure it out.
Well, yeah, I wonder what that means. You couldn't just be verifying that the money capsule does X amount of money.
Well, fuck, I gotta stop looking. There's a Greg. Why is he coming from all the way over there?
He uses way too much ink to do way too little. There's two good guns this wave and two people just eat shit and like it.
Waiting for the perfect opportunity. Mamma mia, that's a snake. I'll just throw the egg I have in, you know. And then we'll just hang out over here. Like a well-oiled machine. Ooh, lure them. Ooh, lure them. Ooh, Mary Pie. Oh, let's go. I'll kill it eventually. Where's the flying fucker? He's at shore. frag. Specials here. Unfortunately, I have the crab tank, which is not very good at this. Oh, fuck.
Oh, why would they move away from the edge when they could visibly see me at it? I fucking hate these people.
Competitive wave breaker user.
Well, no wonder he's a scrub.
Well, I thought you were at bat for the wave breaker.
What?
I thought you were like, oh, the wave breaker's good. And then I'm the wave breaker hater.
I just say whatever makes sense in the moment.
Why does it go down but not up? Huh? I wonder if,
any other... Sorry.
I was gonna say, I wonder if people figured out the best wave breaker spots on every map yet.
Probably.
Because surely they're like TF2 sentries. Also, I can't believe you're asking, Gavin. Oh, let's just make sure it's not glowflies. Okay. The Super Mario Brothers movie got a trailer.
Yes, it did. So, like, do you want to start recounting on, like, the many slurs it says on it, or will I?
I'm gonna be honest. I forgot that it's what? Oh, it can't go on gushers during mud mouths. Oh, I was like, what the fuck? You can't egg throw on gushers during this wave because you're gonna. This is sad. Okay, it's not your fault. It's the Slosher's fault, but.
I need like 2 of you to fucking shoot with me or something. I'm out of ink. They're just sitting there trying to like throw grenades into the gold thing instead of shooting the giant conga line of fuckers walking towards us.
You have Booyah Bomb?
No.
Well, we're just gonna have to hope for another golden one mouth, I think.
Q dodge after this, by the way. What were you saying about it there first? You forgot.
I forgot that it was for a full movie.
Or you just thought it was gonna be shorts or something, or?
I forgot that the trailer was for an actual movie. I thought it was like one of those fan-made ones.
Oh, okay.
You know? That people upload, they spend 5 years making and then upload it to YouTube.
I mean, to be fair, it isn't just in like an Unreal Engine 4 default forest, so...
Yeah, I think like... I think Bowser is gonna be good. I don't like his voice, but I still think how he's being characterized is gonna be good. From
I
the
think,
trailer.
honestly, that one is a case of voice direction, because I'm pretty sure if you told, like, Jack Black to, like, do the entire script in a Cookie Monster voice, he would do it before the microphone is even on.
Because there were videos of Jack Black at Comic-Con, like, doing kind of a post-trailer, like, interview thing, and he was just loving the stage, like... You can tell
he always does. The man fucking loves his job.
Yeah, you can tell he is having a lot of fun with the role.
You know, anything that lets him be like, you know, big and boisterous, loves it. Perfect for him. And this is, I think he should be growlier, like more monstery. I agree with you. Like it should be like closer to the sunshine sort of thing.
Like he just well, let's not say that, but he just sounds like a guy. You know?
He does, yeah. To be fair, like, some of it sounded kind of, like, fitting, and then when he said, like, that nothing can stop me, that didn't sound right.
Nothing can stop me! Like, that was fine. But, like, oh god, I'm dead. But, like, it reminds me of Knuckles' voice in the Sonic movie. Like, It takes a bit to grow on you because it's just kind of like this guy that you don't really associate with Knuckles at all.
The second I heard Idris Elba do Knuckles, I was like, this is gold. Like, this is literally perfect. I was like, he nailed it in one. I can hardly believe it. Oh, they just not from you then.
Are we missing an egg?
Yes.
Well, I used both of my specials, so I did my best. But yeah, he just sounds like a guy. That's not Bowser. I also think that how he's everyone's like, oh, bouncy animation is the best. But I feel like for someone like Bowser, especially when he's meant to, like, he's a goofy guy, but in this one I feel like he's meant to be intimidating, you know?
It should be based on tone, yeah.
This is like Mario's origin story. Bowser is the main threat, like, for
That's
real.
like naturally true and everything, but just hearing the phrase origin story
I know.
just makes me like.
I know. I don't like it either. We already knew that when Mario came out of the pipe and everyone's like, wait. And he's like, what the hell is this? This is the Mushroom Kingdom. And he's like, what? And it's like, I'm genuinely surprised they went with that direction. They had a chance to make it not that, and they're like, no, we're gonna stick to it. And I'm like,
absolutely
okay.
tickled by the people going, is Mario an isekai? It's like it always has been.
I think people just want to make the joke. I'm like, it's not a very funny joke. But with Foreman Spike and Cranky Kong, I guess, like, we should have seen it coming maybe, but like, because I'm pretty sure what's going to happen is, you know, Foreman Spike is Mario's boss before he goes to the Mushroom Kingdom. And then, you know, maybe Cranky Kong is there or something.
Still find it completely fucking. I mean, like, that's probably just going to be for like a background scene where it's like, oh, and like, he got his jumping or whatever from beating the shit out of this monkey. Where Donkey Kong fits in there is fuck only.
Yeah,
know.
I think, like, maybe Cranky Kong is gonna be Donkey Kong, and he's gonna come from the Mushroom Kingdom portal, and then that's how it's gonna start. I don't know for sure, obviously, but like,
Very odd.
this is just in a bad spot, so I'm going to.
Yes, if you have a bigger bomb, get it in.
I don't think I landed on him properly. Ah.
It's fine.
Yeah, this is just such a bad spot for this to be.
It really is.
Squeaky Steelers certainly aren't helping.
Yeah. Didn't mean to do that, but fuck it. Yep, I fucked that up too. Everything's going perfect.
Oh, I'm dead. I should have just killed. I don't know why.
Oops. I should have just killed.
Yeah, I think Bowser's gonna be good. His castle is interesting. I don't know how that's like tenable. All the lava, like there aren't even any buildings. I guess it's on the inside.
Questioning this now?
Well, yeah, why not? We're talking about it.
No, I mean like all the times it's just been a big pool of lava.
It hasn't just been a big pool of lava. I find it
somewhere.
I find it interesting that it's like kind of based on the Paper Mario castle. 'Cause you even got the spike balls. If it weren't for the spike balls, I'd be like,
I mean, is it Paper Mario or is it Mario and Luigi?
It's Paper Mario.
Okay.
I think. Mario and Luigi, I mean, which one? Are you talking about Neo Bowser Castle?
I don't know what that
I was just gonna say you probably don't even know what that is. That's in Dream Team and Paper Jam. Bowser had a floating castle called Neo Bowser Castle.
Okay.
They brought it back in Paper Jam. Many people were surprised by this. I didn't play Dream Team, so I'm just like, this seems like it comes out of nowhere. And then now I know why.
Like, The vibe Bowser gives is definitely closer to how he behaves in the Mario and Luigi games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like he's a goofier guy.
He's goofier, but also like even the way he has his soldiers out doing shit and he's leading them and stuff. It's like, oh hey, it's him actually doing things and not sitting on a castle for
Yeah,
the entire thing.
I'm glad that he's conquering. I wonder if they got that from. I wonder if they got that from Odyssey. Because
Maybe.
Bowser's going around and getting all the stuff himself. I think it's cool that he's bringing his castle with him everywhere.
I know, like again, that's also like a Mario and Luigi thing, but he's very active in those.
Except the first one.
Yeah. I mean, he's still there at the start trying to be active, which is something.
Good job, Bowser.
And then then there's Bowser's inside story where he's the most glorious person they've ever lived.
I wonder if they're gonna reference that at all. Can you imagine Jack Black going? Gavin, what do you think about Kamek having a shell in the movie?
Sorry, what?
What do you think about Kamek having a shell?
If I didn't notice, I don't think it matters exactly.
He looks like he has a hunchback. It's fucking weird. It's gross. I guess it fits, and he is a Koopa.
I mean, they kind of always did when I think about like their Super Mario World sprite and their Paper Mario sprites.
So it was funny because the Kamek voice, I'm like, this sounds like, whoops, what the fuck? This sounds like a character from a Sony platformer. My brain got that much.
I somehow understand this actually.
And then I realized it's is his name Engine? I think it's Engine from Crash Bandicoot. The new, like, I think once Crash 2 happens, he's like Cortex's new crony. He sounds like,
yes.
He sounds like Engine to me.
Okay. That would be fitting, to be fair.
Yeah, it's like a weird voice. Like, it's jarring when you first hear it, but it's fitting because he's a dork. He's a loser, I think. Also, the Koopas have longer legs, but I guess that just kind of comes with animation.
People keep saying that, and I'm just kind of, if you couldn't somehow make those animations that the games have made work this entire time work in your movie, I think you're just not trying that hard. You know what I mean? Like, people keep going like, oh no, you have to do this for me. I'm kind of, no, you actually don't.
I mean, it's probably like notably easier though, right?
It's probably easier for them, yeah. But I'm still kind of like, this isn't actually like a thing where like, you need to. It needs to be like a special consideration you personally have to make it work at all. It's like, no, this is just a thing they've chosen to do for whatever reason. The same reason they fucked up Mario's face.
Yeah, that's like Mario is easily the worst part of the trailer in every single aspect, which is sad because he's the main character. That's like pretty bad.
That's really bad. That's
like
deeply unfortunate.
I think Bowser, every moment with Bowser is gonna be good except for when he whips a nays. But the problem is a lot of the movie is gonna be Super Mario.
See, my thing is like, if you have him voicing Jack Black, you should have him do, like metalhead dad things. You know what I mean? Like, instead of like like modern dance work, he should do just like fucking air guitar and shit.
He might.
Like he might. I mean, if he does, fair enough. But that's like you're having him voiced by Jack Black. That's just what comes naturally. That's just who and what Jack Black is. I think the best way to summarize the Mario voice thing is the tweet I saw, which was Chris Pratt sounds like he has a gun to his head, and Jack Black sounds like he's holding the gun.
Yeah, that is so funny. The Mario voice is something you've never heard before.
Before.
And then people are like, well, I guess I technically haven't heard Chris Pratt doing his normal voice as Mario, so
I
he's technically
suppose.
right.
That's one of those things that makes me wonder, like, did he always just mean that as a sarcastic joke and the journalist just didn't catch it, or what? Because that might be the case. Maybe.
I love also I love Mario, and I remember I was stomping Koopas.
Yeah, locks up.
His fuck, like, even if he actually never played Mario before, like, Koopas are probably a prominent part of the movie, right? Like, you don't just forget
you've done
that.
The script reading by now, surely. Right? And the dub is surely done, and they're just finishing up animation and shit. Barring like any, like we need to call you back in to redo lines because of how we've animated this sort of thing.
I'm so happy that I hate Guardians of the Galaxy, so that I already have an inherent bias against this person.
The thing is though, like in Guardians of the Galaxy, he actually gives a shit and tries. And like fair play, he does work for that character, Star-Lord.
Yeah, because Star-Lord sucks.
Well, yeah. Like, yeah, that's true. But, you know, hey, he works for it. That is essentially his background doing, you know, people who suck in comedies.
It's just such a weird casting choice. And then you, like, see the other languages getting people actually trying to do the Mario voice. They might not succeed all the time, but honestly, I appreciate the effort, especially after Chris Pratt.
Like, the French and Brazilian Portuguese ones, like, you know, they sound right. So yeah, that's, like, I hear that, and sure, like, it's just fucking Mario. It's not Charles Martinet, but, like, it's someone, like, you know, who speaks that language, they're, like, taking their shot at it, and, you know, fucking, they do it for our job. Apparently I haven't heard it myself, but apparently the funniest thing, as well as the Italian one, doesn't. It just sounds cool to Chris Pratt.
It's like the French one sounds more Italian than the Italian one.
That's just beautiful. Oh, I can't hit any of that shit from here. Rip.
Oh my goodness.
I have the Hydra spotling, so I'm essentially dead weight for half of this shit, because the second I like try to wind up anything, like someone has already shot me across the place. Or, you know, dear T Destroys here stands in front of me and absorbs like, you know, most of the volley, just to make sure I don't have any fun. Or do anything really besides die.
I got the flying fuckers.
Just do that again.
Why? I touched some enemy ink, I guess, on the way to do my big jump.
I cannot aim the floor with me with this fucking weapon without just being killed before I can do anything, so I literally can't move anywhere. This thing is horrible. Like, why do we already have it back? We have more weapons in the game than we've rotated through. Why do we have this thing back already? We haven't even got the regular Splatling lip, I'm pretty sure.
We could just we'll check the thumbnails.
No, I'm certain about that. I don't remember ever using the regular Splatling in this mode. Why do we have this thing back for round 2? Like, what the fuck are they doing? Yeah, like, I also echo your sentiment that the score is probably going to be agonizing.
Oh, the music?
The music, yeah.
Because Mario comes out of the pipe and it's like the standard mystical movie music. I'm like, is it Koji Kondo working on this too? Like,
Well, like whenever I hear that sort of thing, I get the impression they're either just like, taking maybe like an odd note from him here or there, and then mostly just, stealing his music and putting it through a terrible American remix machine.
I mean, Koji Kondo. Did Koji Kondo do Odyssey?
I don't know.
I forget. Like, is Koji Kondo actually still like relevant? Because I remember he did the music for Mario Maker 2, and then it was just more of the same music, but now it sounds kind of snowy, and I was like, okay, I was kind of expecting something more.
See, the thing with that stuff is I don't even know if he's necessarily doing it himself when that happens, or if he's just being credited because he's, the original composer. Like he has the credits or owns it or whatever. Technically, it would be the funniest shit in the world to me if actually like he did completely own the rights and that all along Mario's been in a Dragon Quest situation existing by the goodwill of its composer.
I was watching my friend play Rocket Slime last night, and it was like the entire game uses because I only have Fortune Street as a reference, right?
Yeah.
The entire game just uses the Slimenia song, and I'm like, I'm getting kind of sick of it. I was already kind of sick of it with Fortune Street, but then it's like you just hear like the same 10 sound effects that they use in Fortune Street across the entire game that I know they use across the series too, and I was like, does this game have more than like 10 songs and sound effects? And my friends are like, no.
Quest is like musically and like sound effects deprived. This is a big part of the reason why Final Fantasy wrecked the shit out of it, by the way, in the long run. Like Dragon Quest has like a lot of nostalgia and staying power, like a lot of cultural relevance in Japan. That when the reason Final Fantasy dominated globally is because it has like actual sick beats and good sounds and all the rest of it. At least that's a major part of that, and like Final Fantasy usually has like far superior stories.
Oh, we did it!
Just white. But that's the kind of dirty secret of Dragon Quest. Very fun games to play. Akira Toriyama's art style is quite lovely as always. They have like fun characters and everything, and the stories are usually okay, if sometimes good. And then just they are some of like the most horrible audio experiences you'll ever have. And that's also true of Sugiyama's work on a lot of stuff. Like, if you ever listen to any other NX games he's done music for, you'll notice usually it sounds awful. Not even just from like he's doing like the file format shittery again. It's just like he had like one good song in him that was the Dragon Quest main theme, and that was it. Yeah, he peaked there and has never achieved anything else. But yeah, like the thing that got me was like after doing like the whole trailer, just like the standard American movie soundtrack thing. Like even when Bowser's showing up, you have like someone doing that fucking like I'm slamming the shit out of my desk in a reverb machine thing. The dun 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 dun.
I didn't notice that.
No, I did like right away, and I was immediately just like, oh, for fuck's sake! Like, please, like, come on. Like I know Hollywood is kind of just actually fucking dying, but could you die faster? I guess I don't know. They tried always.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the music's gonna be bad. Like, how much of this movie is gonna be Mario being introduced to the Mushroom Kingdom and its concepts?
90%.
Like,
minimum.
Stuff we already know, but he has to know as a character.
This is actually when I think about it. Like, you put it like that, my brain is suddenly turned on. Like, oh, that's why they flipped the Sonic movie about, and he was in the real world.
I was just about to make that comment because I just made the revelation myself.
Yeah, I just had that. Like, you said that, and my brain just finally twigged onto that. I'm like, oh, like it's just like, oh, hey, that was actually very smart.
Just kind of unfortunate. It comes with many more unfortunate things, but
I mean, it does, but like
it recovered. Honestly, it was. I thought the first movie was still good anyway. So
yeah, I liked the first movie. I was like, yeah, this is perfectly acceptable kids' entertainment. Certainly, it beats the shit out of Detective Pikachu, which I think is actually kind of bad.
That movie was. It was like it was only good to look at, and then it was just childish the entire, like, it's like actual children's programming, but in movie form. I'm like, you can't appreciate this as an adult, except you can apparently, but you know what I mean.
I wouldn't call the ones who appreciate it adults. I'm just gonna take that shot, yeah.
But yeah, I wonder about that. It's like Luigi shows up.
Already being tormented by the undead.
I think that juxtaposition is funny. Why I was wondering, why isn't it booze? It's kind of nice, I guess. Like, but
yeah, it'd be fun if it was booze right away, but also I kind of appreciate that even if it isn't them right away, it's still the undead. He's still getting tormented by the horrors from beyond the grave.
well, I think it's like, because the Luigi Boo thing is already so played out that you know, like, it's kind of nice that it's a little different.
Yeah.
But his, like, the thing is, Mario's eyes being small sucks. But, like, I feel like as I watch the movie, I'll get used to it. I think that Luigi kind of needs the big eyes. Like,
yes, his head shape really doesn't do it.
Yeah, it's like his head shape, especially because it's tall, right? So there's so much more empty space.
It sounds like I was breaking out like the calipers and shit, but you know. I'm a fucking.
I'm gonna send a bunch of eggs over.
Hang on, I need meat for it.
Oh, I tried. I think what sucks the most about the Gregs is it spawns like 5 of them, and then you don't get any more boss spawns. So all of the eggs are down on this one shore that everyone has forgotten about because bosses are still spawning everywhere else. I'm at professional +2. This weapon set is like murder. I can't pause. I can't even pause. Okay, I'm just curious.
No, I think I've been here the whole time. I just, you know, had the mute for sound reasons.
No, I was curious what the next weapon set was.
Oh, okay.
I guess I could use my phone if I really cared. But yeah, it's like, and I know Luigi was designed before he became a coward, so it's not like a fair criticism, but I feel like it's here now. Luigi's like a scaredy coward. He needs his big, innocent baby eyes to like help convey that. That's why everyone loves him more than Super Mario. That's the one reason why. You know? And then you're just kind of like detracting from that. It's like, it's just weird. Like, it's so bad.
I wish I would stop getting this fucking godforsaken weapon.
Also, to go back to the Chris Pratt, like, half-assing the job thing.
Yes.
The reason why, because I'm the only person who actually likes Mario. And the reason I like Mario is because his voice, like, in his voice lines, he has a ton of personality. He's always loud, happy. If he, like, his ass gets burned in every single game, you know what that sounds like. It's because it's memorable.
It sounds like a man having an emotional breakdown, yeah.
Like, Mario 64 on its own is just iconic for its own, like, on its own. And then you throw Mario Sunshine, which also has a shit ton of good. That was supposed to stop him. Yeah, I'm dead. But Mario Sunshine has so many other good lines. Oh, well, this isn't good. We're both dead by peers.
I have the Hydra splattling and I'm trying to get around a horde so the other person up there could help, but they just
we got it.
choosing.
But
Thank God they did help. I hate this fucking web so much. I literally can't do anything with it.
yeah,
I
so
can't step anywhere. I can't hit anything. It's fucking like literally like a fucking like you get this and you might as well just throw yourself in the ocean for the whole way. You're contributing about as much.
Flying fucker coming by the basket with some eggs. Wow, wow.
It's kind of hard to do that when like I'm surrounded on all sides of a weapon that can't shoot until like you stand still for a full minute. You know, you're right. Like Mario, for all that may be said, like he does have like a lot of expression in his voice.
He screams, he yahoos, he oof, like
He
like
recites Italian like food names.
in Nagito's Perfect Bagel. We're talking about the Mario movie trailer while trying to just win a game. But yeah, it's then Chris Pratt obviously isn't gonna bring that. He's not even gonna try. I don't even know if the movie is written with that kind of Mario in mind, but like, if it is, I don't think he's gonna bring it.
I mean, even if it is, that's. Well, I guess if you mean like everything expressing Mario, I know he's not gonna bring it. But if it was written with like him in mind, I'm kind of like, well, that's still like you fucked up.
Oh yeah, no, I mean like game Mario's personality written with that in mind. Because, you know, Chris Pratt isn't going to bring anything anyway. We kind of already knew that. That's why it's a meme.
I'm looking forward to like his performance in like the Garfield animated movie to be like extremely exuberant with a bizarre Italian accent, and then we're all just gonna realize.
Yeah.
We're just gonna realize the problem here, and he never will, but we will.
I have the gal, so I'll stay back.
They descend.
I don't even know why the slosher is in this part of the chain in the first place. But that missed. God damn it. There aren't 3 people up here, are there? God fucking damn it. No one knows how to do this fucking wave.
I mean, we were out of eggs. I was going up to get them in faster. What do you want from me?
To go get the other eggs.
Why?
So that we can get at least 40. Efficiency.
What end?
Efficiency. Because if you don't get 40, then I get to make fun of you. Which is a problem because it's me!
It's not at all.
I'm a part of this one. Well, we're about to wrap up anyway. Can you even play with random people? There's no room code or anything because this is Nintendo,
No,
right?
You need it. It's all friendless or random draw.
So yeah, unfortunately
Don't
not.
even
Anyway,
have servers. You expected them to have like
I-
basic online infrastructure.
you know, you know, this is not what I should be doing with this weapon, but could be useful one day. Now, this is what I should be doing with this weapon. And they're coming. The squeaky stealers are coming from this side too. Good knowledge. All right. Well, actually, maybe I can get it from the middle island. Ah, son of a bitch. Of course, they're spawning here. Yeah, I think, like, really, the final idea here is that the Mario movie, the only good part of the Mario movie is going to be the parts with Bowser.
Yes.
But because it's centered around Mario, most of the movie is going to be bad until, like, the end. Oh, I didn't realize.
I imagine it's mostly just going to be on the level of like Detective Pikachu, like about that level.
Hilarious, by the way. Hilarious. The Reef Slider is so good. It can be affected by knockback. That's, like, so cool.
Wow.
There we go. I'm like, I don't care. I can die just as long as I get my egg in. Go get the other eggs. So the Mario movie's gonna be bad. That's basically what I'm getting at. That is my anticipation.
I mean, even the best, it's probably just gonna be like, at absolute best, it's just gonna be like acceptable children's movie. Which, like, fair enough. Like my nephew's gonna like shit his like little 4-year-old pants when he watches it, I guess. But I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I feel like you could aspire to a little bit more, like something more all ages.
Why's the griller all the way over there?
Something like enjoyable by like parent and child alike. I don't get the impression that's what's going to go on here. Oh, fucking
Please, before that person reads it even more away. Oh god, my game is like jittering now.
I need this person to stop fidgeting like right next to me because they're absorbing like half of my fucking spray every time. I'm dead.
Are you in the hallway? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Got knocked down, and then of course, standing on ink and being surrounded by shipping, so I literally couldn't do anything.
It's wave 3. The reef slider's useless for this.
Having strike, which would probably help.
You might as well throw it where all the eggs are, yeah. Oh, there's a griller there. I thought the person was leading it away. Why'd I think that they would, like, be competent?
Why did you? Let's be honest, why
like,
did you?
use a competent game strategy.
The bits keep fucking twitching.
They keep putting the griller on where the eggs are.
Jesus Christ! I'm not asking for perfection, but I am asking that you just think for a fucking second.
We somehow got 100 eggs.
It's because we got the double wave at the start, basically.
I wonder if they're gonna nerf that.
I don't think they care enough, to be honest. Like, what does it get us, really?
Oh yeah, did you see that there's gonna be, speaking of them caring about Salmon Run, did you see that there's gonna be a Splatfest like 2 months from now or whatever?
Yes.
And I think that it's 2 months from now, because, also we didn't get the Kozuna. I think it's gonna be 2 months from now, because next month is gonna be Big Run.
Wait, it's not 2 months from now, it's next month.
Wait, is it next month?
Yeah, it's November. It's for Pokemon's launch.
Oh, okay, maybe. Oh, ew, gross. But I think. I mean, I guess maybe. It seems so far away, right? Maybe Big Run will be before that, and that's why they're announcing it now.
Yeah.
Gavin, what's your starter pick?
I actually don't know. It might just be the dinosaur.
Gavin, that's not a type. There's no dinosaur in the Splatfest.
I mean, I don't pick by type for these things half the time.
Well, yeah, but now you have to. Well, what starters do you usually pick?
Like, I thought this was just for, like, the Scarlet and Vermilion. Vermilion? Violet.
That would have been the better game.
Yeah, it's like Pokemon Red and Red, yeah.
I think it's just in general. Otherwise, it would have been the actual Pokemon, right?
I guess. Gen 1 is Bulbasaur, Gen 2 Cyndaquil, 3 Torchic, 4 was Piplup, 5 was Oshawott.
What the hell?
I don't remember the starters in 6.
6? Which one? That was X and Y?
That was X and Y.
That was Delphox, right? Chestnut?
Okay, I picked the water starter in that then.
Which one was that? Oh, the frog. The one I forget's in Smash
Greninja,
all the time.
Yeah, he was that one. Okay, I picked Greninja.
An actual popular Pokemon, and neither of us remember.
What was in Gen 7 again?
Which one was Gen 7?
That was the Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon? That was... That was... I like that one. God damn it, I liked Sun and Moon.
I also like. They're very fond of that. I just don't remember the starter. Most of the stuff I remember is not the starter.
Delmise.
Who's Delmise?
No, that's the anchor Pokemon.
Oh.
This is a bad spot for it, but I'll do it. Actually, the Squeaky Steelers can handle it. What the fuck was the... You go to Rowlet, right? Rowlet was one of them. Right? Was that the other one? Was that the next one?
I don't remember like those stuff. I don't remember any of it. Cause I just, like, this is the thing. I stopped giving a shit about the starters after a point. I just picked it for element or for look.
I gave up on my starter in Legends Arceus. I'm like, I just don't care anymore.
What starter did you pick?
Oshawott. Because I'm
That
like,
would probably be why.
I'm like,
If you picked Cyndaquil, you got something like extremely based.
I'm like, I never picked, like, I'm like, I never picked Oshawott because it's ugly. And then, like, Oshawott Community Day was in Pokemon Go earlier. And I'm like, I learned to at least appreciate Samurott
You were
as a
peer pressured
Pokemon.
into accepting its existence, yes.
Like, Samurott's design is kind of cool. So, I'm like, well, and then there's going to be Dark Samurott, so he's going to be, like, edgier. He's going to be edgy instead of stupid. Like, that's pretty good. So, I did that, and then I evolved him, and then I'm like, okay, there are a lot more Pokemon I care about more than you, so. What, like, what was the game?
Were Rowlet, the Seal, no, that was the gen.
It was Incineroar, nah, dude.
Yeah, so I picked the Litten for that because
Cat.
Cat,
Kind of black cat.
and I called him Nyangif because he gets a spinning lariat and becomes a wrestler.
Actually, it's called Darkest Lariat.
It's still a spinning lariat.
I think calling it a spinning lariat is an insult to. But why did I do that? You can lure those things. An insult to the glory of Darkest Lariat. Well, 2 taxis. Don't do it, randos! Don't do it! No! Get rejected.
They're so good.
I'll deal with it. I hope I can. That's an awkward position.
Did you get it?
No!
I got it.
Who was it even looking at?
I guess me.
Were you down there when it turned? I thought you were still up by the basket.
No, I'd gone down to try and get it and saw some other shit, and I was like, I'll get that too. And here we are.
Chase, chase, chase! That tech is so good! Oh, he didn't really go that far though, but... That was an accident. He's not trying! I'm leaving. We have 20. See ya, I'm hitting the bricks. I want Kohozuna. What? Is there a generation after that?
Sword and Shield?
Yeah. See, like, after Gen 5, I just, like, stopped caring, I guess. Sword and... They were probably freaks, right? I don't fucking remember.
Yeah, that was, fucking, what do you call them? Fire Rabbit, Monkey.
Oh, yeah, I hated all of them.
Overall.
Yeah, it didn't help that I just hated all of them anyway.
I keep forgetting what, like, his actual, like, the fully evolved rabbit's name actually is, because I just keep calling him King Kazuma.
Cinderace.
That's it. I picked him. I think I'm, like, almost evenly split between fire and water.
Yeah. I think you're more of a fire guy.
I think it probably leans fire, yeah.
I'm definitely a grass guy. Always have been. It's the easiest question of my life.
So I was thinking about it, my Scarlet, or like I think it's I'm actually getting Violet that has the purple sword guy. The purple sword guy.
That didn't do anything, did it?
Nope.
That guy's stealing all the eggs in the basket, man. Come back. Come back. Thank you, Doolies, for rolling me into the big shot thing. We kind of need that flipper flopper to die. What the hell? What? It's still no Kozuna.
No, we're also getting people whose things are completely empty.
And here I was at the start thinking
Poor
that
buddy.
Nintendo matched you with people. Like, if you had a full meter, Nintendo would match you with people with a full meter so that the illusion wouldn't be broken.
Mm.
Foolish. Foolish. Do you think Jaeger believes in Jesus?
They the one who had like a cross their name
Yes.
or so, then yeah.
See, it's Score Bunny because he scores because he plays soccer.
Yes.
What are the new ones? There's the pig. No, the pig isn't a starter.
And the pig isn't a starter. There's a grass cat. Whatever it's called.
Sprigatito.
Sprigatito. I think the crocodile or dinosaur or whatever is the fire one is called Fuecoco or Fuego Coco, something like that. I don't remember the water one at all.
That was the stupid gay duck.
Oh yes. Okay.
And I'm gonna be mad because it's gonna have the best evolution.
Probably not.
So like you have to deal with the stupid gay duck in his stupid gay or teen phase before you get the actual good thing.
The most homophobic bi person I know.
Look, him being... You know what, never mind. The squeaky Steelers are coming from shore, incidentally.
I didn't like the people who, like, when they get crushed by a slamming, they just sit inside the force field and expect you to shoot them. And it's just like... You are too stupid to live, to be honest. Like, how did you get this far up the ranks?
Yeah.
To be honest.
What hazard level is this again? Sniper on shore.
No idea. Dead. It's dead. So, well, I'm probably gonna be dead in a minute.
Fucking, why'd I even try? The jump in Splatoon is so pathetic.
Why do the snipers always pick me? Like, what the hell is it that makes them pick me?
Oh, there's a Greg.
Like, not pick me, but stick on me. Back the attempt.
I'm shooting eggs up. Oh, do you want to go up there?
I guess.
Because we can't trust them to be up there.
We really fucking can't, because they aren't. Where do they go? Neither up here.
I used both of my specials to achieve that because I'm like, there's no way I'm surviving this. What are you going to choose in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet?
Fire crocodile.
Are you going to buy it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, shit. Shit.
I'm fucking champing for some more Pokemon, to be honest. Unlike everyone else who's screaming about how they're never going to get to use Pokemon they don't already use again, I quite enjoyed Sword and Shield.
I think for once I'm actually not going to get it, and I'm not going to be peer pressured into it. That last part we don't know.
I fully respect that. I mean, yeah, we don't know that yet, but I fully respect that, because I have that feeling about you sometimes where I'm kind of like, why do you get these things you clearly don't like?
In the end, I like Sword and Shield.
Okay.
Except for the final
Are you
fight.
sure about that?
I don't think I'm going to like this game, honestly. Like...
For this one, given like what it changes now, this one might fuck it up. Like I fully admit, like this one might just suck because of that. But I at least respect the attempt to do something like completely new.
I think it's like I didn't get the Sword and Shield DLC. I think that's like, and I don't care to get it anyway.
You know, it's like I liked it well enough. I mean, like it's fine, nice, simple stuff. I quite enjoyed Armor Island's like whole vibe and being like a nice training thing, even though that's content that should just be in the default game
It
at this
has.
point.
No, they're never gonna do that.
You're never gonna do that because that's how they make their money. But you know, in a just world where they would actually rely on their own brand, that's what they would do.
It's like it has one of my favorite Pokemon in it. I'm still not gonna buy it.
Who's that?
Galarian Zapdos.
Oh, alright, okay.
Just a very cool design. Just taking like one of the ugliest Pokemon and making it look cool. Very
I did
good.
like everything both DLCs and I did. And I also just liked the main game. People were screaming about like oh the trees look awful and I'm
They do.
currently playing the video. They do, but I'm currently playing and enjoying the video game. You know.
Sure.
The reason I'm here. I'm not here to stare at trees that look acceptable for a 2015 phone game.
Also, like in Sword and Shield, I guess I didn't care that much, but in Pokemon Legends Arceus, the appearance was actually getting to me. I don't know why I didn't care in Sword and Shield, but
No, I feel like you did care in Sword and Shield. 'Cause I remember you like really pushing that point a lot when we talked about Sword and Shield.
the game looks like ass.
Like also the trees specifically.
True. Okay, I'm gonna have the Hydra Splatling, so I'll do what I can at
I have the
grades.
Slosher, so I'm just gonna sit here and cry.
Look,
mostly.
combined, we can equal one person, which can deal with this. I'm just ignoring the Maws here.
Yeah, that's fine. I have super time. Fuck it. Spray in that general direction until everything dies. That'll do it. If you with actual guns, take out the tower right next to us or anything, why would you do anything responsible?
I'm dead. I'm not even gonna try. Oh, we have quota. Just survive.
As best I can.
One.
Nope.
Ah.
But, you know, like I came out of Sword and Shield, even after all its DLCs, being like, I really enjoyed this experience and would like to play more Pokemon. And then, you know, they released a kind of bad remake of the generation I actually hit, so I never played that. And then they released Legends Arceus, which I really, really enjoyed. And I'm like, I would like to play more Pokemon. So maybe this will suit. Who knows?
I forget if I liked the new Pokemon in Sword and Shield. I think in general I did. But I think Sword and Shield was generally carried by me liking the characters, which is also how it goes in everything else. So I'm not too surprised.
Yeah, the pattern holds. So
Like, the story sucked. You could not get me to care about that thing. They tried. You couldn't.
there's barely a story.
But there was barely a story, yet they spent a significant amount of time highlighting it in the campaign.
Yeah, which is not to its benefit. On the other hand, like the Wild Area was cracked to me, and I think it has hands down far and away the best soundtrack of the entire series.
No, I wouldn't say that. I don't hate it as much as other people seem to, but
I mean, people who hate it are just tasteless curs who like, I wish everything sounded like a Game Boy again.
I wish it looked like a Game Boy again.
I don't know about a Game Boy, maybe a Game Boy Color.
A Nintendo DS specifically, if we're being very specific here.
Well, I mean, my good sir, that's not a this is not a Game Boy.
I was just using your words, okay? It's called rhetoric.
I'm just being a shithead.
You got it. It bounced out, didn't it? No, okay.
No, it worked. There's another one.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Just like real life, we have to teach it until there are no old men left.
We have quota. I mean, hopefully this person's gonna throw the eggs up. If you want to go to like where that ramp is and maybe like...
Well, that is currently an entire trail of explosions and bodies in front of me. I'm dead.
I'll get one more in. I don't know where that egg was going. They probably thought that their egg throw was in the direction of where their inkling is facing instead of where the camera is facing. That's foolish. Yeah, it's not like the types matter for the Splatfest. Doesn't matter, Uncle Ben. Playing with friends is better than both of them. You know what? I'm not even gonna get those. It's not worth it. We have to hold down the fort at home, otherwise we're gonna lose. Worrying about shit at Greats is the recipe for losing.
That being said, I'm being slowly forced onto Greats because I have the Hydra Splatling and life is awful.
I was hoping to at least get the throw, and that probably wasn't a good priority. Get that shit out of the sky.
Yes.
Crab tank, please. We got it.
Thank you, Jesus.
It took both of my crab tanks, but... I think it's kind of funny that they care about Salmon Run now because they care about the grind, and it's a part of the grind now.
Yeah.
Because you never had a reason to play more than like 40 minutes of Salmon Run every 40 hours, and even then most people didn't anyway.
I think in time I would like to return to that, to be honest.
But it's like, well, now because of how it's designed, they have because of how it's designed, you have like the scales, and the Kohozuna meter is literally just like it's designed specifically to be one more. Okay, we're gonna stop. But what about the Kohozuna meter? And then literally everyone goes, okay, one more.
No, not literally everyone.
Figuratively, everyone goes, okay, one more.
Because I'm right
and
here,
like, you know,
I'm looking you in your eyes, and I tell you, no, not everyone. That should do it.
Surprised it did.
So am I, actually, because when it didn't get anyone up right away, I'm like, piss. And then they got all three of these up. It's like, actually, I'm still a Booyah God, because I play Dragon Ball games.
Well, I can't reach you from over there, and I need ink. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, that's fine. Someone got me.
That person didn't go down and get the eggs, right? You have to realize the game is at this hazard level. The game is spawning enough bosses for us to get
spawning enough bosses. Yeah.
Oh!
It's always an issue. No, that's not. Rip. Killed in the air by a tiny thing, of course. And then, you know, its hitboxes are great.
I need to turn my FOV up. All right, one more. What else happened in the world? Oh yeah, speaking of Pokemon, the new Pokemon trailer. That was 15 minutes of the most boring thing of all time, and then a Girafarig evolution.
That's what the Gamatsu summary article's for. Although I just scanned over it, just ignored most of it 'cause it's shit I'm like probably gonna touch once or just
Yeah,
ignore.
I'm so glad that like I stopped before the picnic stuff because it's just the same thing. It's the tent again. It's the like Pokeyami again. We get it.
Yep.
We get
Like
this.
we know.
This doesn't deserve being highlighted. We know you're gonna put it in every game now. Like. It seemed like a lot of it was that from the review or the summary, and then just
Yeah.
reviewing a bunch of story elements that they already went over at least twice. I'm like, okay. There were some new Pokemon in the mini map. One of them looks like a mushroom, like a stone mushroom, a Mario mushroom specifically. For some reason, one of them is just like a white, generic-looking mouse thing. I think people see the Mega Man, a blurry, small boy in the distance, and think it's the Mega Man pre-evolution.
Most likely.
The Japanese trailer was 60 FPS and had stereo audio, whereas the English and UK ones or the American and UK ones were 30 FPS with mono audio. It could be because the Japanese one was a later version of the game, but I think the English.
I mean, the audio thing is literally just that's like the publishing house is just like shitting in their hands and not being able to do their basic jobs.
The English ones, I think, were the ones that had the pre-evolution, so people are like, maybe just less effort was put into those ones because, quality control would have gotten those.
Yeah. Nintendo in general, I know like they're technically not Nintendo, like, they're technically a separate entity and all the rest of it, but like they're owned in large part by Nintendo and they only ever release on Nintendo platforms, so This is some horseshit right here. Let's take a clip of that one where like they put the tar in the middle of the lid as we were rising, so we just slid up perfectly unable to shoot him because he's directly in the middle of the lid. Ugh. Just jump at the edge, walk out so I can shoot you from a distance, you fucking idiot.
I mean, I'm glad that Girafarig is getting an evolution, though. Like, an old Pokemon that was useless because it didn't have an evolution is now getting an evolution.
That would still be useless.
With 2 skills that actually seem useful. I forget, one of them, like, stops priority. I just saw the word priority, and I'm like, okay, that's gonna be a useful skill.
Like, oh, well, fuck me to hell then, alright.
That's gonna be a useful skill. And then, like, you see the, what's it called? Like,
shit all over my perfect baby, why don't you?
Like, Cubchoo, or whatever the fuck it's called. That's the name of a Pokemon. It's something like that. Or it's like, when you eat a berry, you eat it again, like, the next turn. Which seems useless, like the old berry ones. But, I think now there are berries.
Like it could be hilarious if they stacked like abilities and shit.
Well, now there are berries that raise stats, so I'm like, oh, okay, that's a good knowledge to have because now it actually sounds useful. Conceptually, it's kind of interesting, where it's like both of the heads combined to make it even more psychically powerful instead of having it split.
Which is why its new signature move is a melee attack.
Yeah, exactly. And then also, its head it closes its head, and it gets so hard that it can break steel and rocks. I'm like, can you just shut up with these stupid fucking Pokédex entries? Shut up. It doesn't even fit this one.
I'm glad, like, you're not buying and playing this one, because, like, you're done. I feel like you've been done for a while. You know?
Look, we don't know that for sure, remember.
No, I know that for sure. You need to be...
Oh, no, we don't know that I'm not buying it.
I mean, that's true, but if you do, I'm just gonna have to, like, sadly frown at you. Just, tisk and sigh a lot.
Are you saying I'm too cynical for Pokemon?
I'm saying you've probably completely grown out of it, or like it's no longer compatible with your sensibilities and preferences, so you should just not torment yourself by playing it. But, you do it to yourself, and that's what makes it worse.
The only thing I like now is like the designs of the Pokemon and the characters. It's like I can't imagine the gameplay is just gonna be fun at this point.
That's what I mean. Like I just think it doesn't gel with
Oh,
you
well,
anymore.
we're stupid. Okay.
Like for any number of reasons, then that's fine. Like you just.
Oh yeah. Also, the worst part. It seems like they're not putting any effort into it anymore because they can't, and that just makes me depressed.
That doesn't make any sense to me because this one very clearly has effort going into it. Like this is an
More
entire
effort.
structural change going on here. Like,
Oh,
that's very
why?
significant effort for any game entry. Like this and Legends Arceus are like have a lot of fucking effort into them.
I mean, I think
Sword
they're
and
changing the
Shield
formula for the better. I don't know if that means that they have effort put into them like that.
Sorry, what?
They're changing the formulas for the better. I'll say that. That's obvious. But I don't know if that necessarily means that they're getting the love and care that they need/deserve.
In that case, I don't know if it's an effort thing so much as a like, do we give them the time and budget? And the answer is clearly no.
Well, yeah, obviously. That's what I mean.
Separate from effort, I would say.
Okay. If we're splitting hairs, you're right. I believe you're true. It's true. The poor devs that aren't getting anything are trying to make the best of what they.
When people think about other people.
They are trying their best. No, because I already know that. That's what I've been saying for the past few years, too. Yeah, fuck killing those guys. I'm gonna. Okay, Kohozuna, right? Kohozuna, right? Oh, it's low tide too. That's nice.
Played his horn, so yeah.
Let's hope that one of us has the Hydra Splatling because that's the one that deals the most damage to this thing, by far.
But then we're not getting it.
And then we know to lure it not completely off in the back.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Okay, so... Oh, God, a Greg.
Well, that's a great start. That's next one for me, isn't it?
Yeah, like,
yes,
you know, you keep it... oh, God.
Yeah,
You're coming here, too!
I have nowhere else I can go.
I got him.
They're both dead already, by the way.
What?
They're both dead already.
Oh, them, the two bosses that spawned, is what you mean. Yes.
Okay, let me see.
Okay,
if
well,
I
it's
can
chasing
wind
me.
Up a shot. There we go. Well, he jumped out of my range, so you're going to give me another full minute to get my volley back. That's a Kohawk, and that's me combo to death. Excellent. Team sucks shit.
I'm killing the Gregs, at least.
Just don't res me or anything. Get the standing right next to you, not for like a full minute.
Where are you going? Are you collecting an egg? Why? Get revived!
Portal, you fucking nuisance.
Oh, that should really do more damage to the scrappers.
Grant you, this thing does do the most damage to them by far. It's just we have like people worse than AI bots right now.
Why am I? Oh, this is bad. I'm dead.
Because I have the weapon that cannot survive, and our two teammates keep walking into its body and dying. And being surprised about this.
I think if I had time, I had like 9 eggs there, and I was in range. I could have like probably killed it on my own there. No, but Surge has the Kohozuna sticker or badge. It's a badge.
10 revives. I had 10 revives.
That could be better.
Revived 10 people. I'm losing my mind. I will say that the real funny thing is, like, Pokemon has the most hilarious opponent it could have because it might actually sack tap the shit out of it. I think literally the week before Pokemon hits, Sonic Frontier comes out. Take me out of this hell menu. And that looks really good. Well, like, competition is fierce.
We'll see. I'm very curious about that one.
It's a busy time because in and around all this you have shit like, you know, Bayonetta 3, Platinum's last good game. Or they collapse out of the industry.
Goodbye, Platinum.
Goodbye, Platinum. It was kind of nice knowing you, but ultimately you did just kind of shit the bed for the last several years. You got the mother of all saving throws, like from near automata, and then you squandered it pretty much entirely. And it's just like, oh, oh. The title's Big Imp.
I don't have the money for this. Jeez. Oh, yeah, also one thing I wanted to mention before we finish is that the next two Salmon Run things got data mined.
Salmon Run things?
The Salmon Run gear
No.
is the Astro Helm, which is like a space fighter helmet. You know Drake Redcrest from Chibi Robo?
Yes.
It looks kind of like that. And then there's the Brain Strainer, which is a strain, you know, a pasta strainer with a bunch of like sciencey shit sticking out of it.
Curious choices.
And apparently the Astro Helm is from Star Wars. I think that's Luke Skywalker wearing a helmet with a yellow visor. It might not be.
Oh,
him.
that's his pilot helmet, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that. And the Brain Strainer is from Ghostbusters.
That's okay.
And I think, like, because these are all...
Is this when we get you to watch these movies?
Maybe, but these are obvious references. And I think that there's a reason why Grisco is getting them now. That they revealed something about Grisco in the story that makes, you know, Mr. Grizz's stuff relevant to this time era, I think. Or at least why he would be interested in all this stuff.
All these movies from the 80s?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to not spoil anything, but I think it's not that spoilery to say he's, you know, probably from around that time. Yeah. So to have him, like, actually have the Grisco gear be passion projects. Like, the first one was disgusting shit because Grisco is fucking disgusting. But then this one being kind of like an actual passion project thing by Mr. Grizz is an idea I really like. But yeah, that's about it.
Fair enough.
I have to leave, so that's going to be the stream.
I want to go back to picking out shit from the Steam Next Fest.
Hooray!